everyone, Abe here, and today I have for you guys my Feral PvP guide. Part 1 is going. Part 1 is only going to be the talent tree for today. Okay, my talent tree is the 0-35-6 talent tree. 0 in balance, 35 in Feral, and 6 in restoration. Now, my talent tree is a little different than Gnostic, because Gnostic's talent tree is a cookie cutter talent tree, which means they have 4 extra points you can place where you want. Now, we're going to go through this step by step. I'm going to tell you why I took certain ones and why I didn't take certain ones, okay? So here we go. The first set, the first tier of the talent tree is self-explanatory. You should max out 2 at 2 at Feral Swiftness, 3 at Feral, and 2 Predator Strikes. Now, you want all these. You want them because they're going to maximize your speed. For Feral Swiftness, you're going to maximize your health and mana, the amount of damage you can do, and also Predator Strikes. Predator Strikes, bites. Is this what you proc? Oh, yeah, this is when you proc Predator Swiftness, which you can use a non-nature spell, instant nature spell, with the basic cast on less than 10% becomes an instant. Like, you can use you can use regrowth, but I use it mostly on cyclones when in arenas or BGs. Well, mostly arenas, I use that. Alright, next. Second tier is almost the same, but there's a little difference. The one thing that's the same is that we do not take fairy swipes. You don't take fairy swipes. It's auto attacks, and as Feral Druid, you're not going to do as much auto attacks. Honestly, you're not going to sit there and just attack somebody just like this randomly. You're going to use either Mangle, Rake, Rip. You're going to use one of those attacks. So you won't really want to be using auto attacks. That's why nobody takes it. But this is where it gets a little different. I take 2 points in Feral Aggression. Why I take Feral? Why do I take this? It's because it increases damage in Ferocious by 10%, and most importantly, Fairy Fire. It applies 3 stacks of Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire, which is right here on my bar, right here. Fairy Fire for 5 minutes, right? But that's only on PvE. Okay, it only lasts about a couple seconds in PvP. I don't know on top of my head how much it takes, but it doesn't take that long. But if you have 3 stacks of it, it's longer. It takes us to go for each stack. This is good for arenas or BGs because it's good for all those stealthy class and the proc type of class. So you use proc and use a lot of armor because it also decreases the armor of the target by 4% for 5 minutes, right? So that's good, but not 5 minutes. That's only PvE. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is only PvE. And instead of 5 minutes, instead of 5 seconds, or something such seconds. Now the third tier is almost same thing, almost, except I put 2 points in Thick Hide. Now let me explain why I put 2 points in Thick Hide. It's because Thick Hide is really a survivability talent. Okay. Now the Druid is so versatile that it can actually go into a defensive form as bear form, because I use bear form as more defense. Before this patch, I used to use it as defense and offense because of Vengeance. Now there's no more Vengeance in PvP, so I use it more for defensive purposes. This right here, it increases your armor by 7%, and I remember like I said, I've used bear form for defense, and when I'm taking a lot of damage, when I'm going to take a lot of damage from like a mage who's going to be shattering me, warrior blade storming, a rogue blowing me up. So either one of those things. But what it also does is that it increases while in bear form by additional 52%. Okay, additional. So it does that 7% for leather items, then there's an additional 52%, which is fantastic, and reduces the chance you'll be critically hit by a melee attack by 4 seconds. Completely awesome, right? Good. All I gotta talk about. This is really good. I put 2 points in here, only 2 points. Because I need those other points. That other point that I'm going to need, I need to put it somewhere which is more important. So I only put 2 points in here. The 4th tier is same thing. You need this, you need this, you need this. Survival, Nurturing Instinct is very, very important. Increases your health done by catapult by 20%. So red paladins I know do a lot of healing in red spec with War of Glory. Now if you do that on a druid who's in cat form, it does 20% extra. That's extra heals, and more survivability. Get this. This is good. This is for bash. You need this because your bash actually reduces the cooldown, which was, I didn't know that. I didn't know it reduces cooldown, but it reduces cooldown, so you better get this. And of course, leave the pack, which increases critical strike. Crit, you all need crit. Alright, it's a cat. Come on, you all need crit chance. Alright, next here. Now the 5th set is where it gets a little tricky. Okay. Now the 5th set. This is how the 5th set works. Gnostic puts the 2 points in endless cartridge, and I don't. I put it in natural reaction, and this is why I put it in natural reaction. Okay. Feral does a tremendous amount of burst and damage overall, right? So, but endless cartridge increases the duration of your rake by 3 seconds, and your savage will end pulverize by 4 seconds. Now, I don't take this because I don't use pulverize. I don't take the pulverize. I don't take it because this is more of a tank. I believe in more tanking type of, you know, talent. And see, because I only use bear form right now as a defensive purposes when I need health, when I am about to die, and need extra stamina. So that's why I get that. And the duration of rake for 3 seconds is actually very useful. But I'd rather have what natural reaction does. Natural reaction makes you even more versatile as a druid is, right? It reduces damage taken in bear form by 18%. Increases your dodge while in bear form by 6%, and you generate 3 rage every time you dodge while in bear form. And remember, your dodge is increased, I believe. Yeah, does it say your dodge? Yeah, your dodge is increased by 6% while in bear form. Now, why I like this is because, listen, if you're about to die, mage is blowing you up, you go into bear form. Bear form has an ability called it's called Frenzy Regeneration. Frenzy Regeneration increases your health, maximum health, by 30% and converts up to 10 rage per second into health for 20 seconds. Now, remember in natural reaction, whoa, that's not right. Natural reaction, your dodge increases by 6%, and every time you dodge, you get 3 rage. 3 rage, then use Frenzy Regeneration with enrage, and of course enrage gives you like 10 extra rage, and you'll most likely live. Most likely. I'm not saying you always will, but you most likely will live if you use it with bark skin and survival instincts. Of course, right? Survival instincts must get. Come on, reset damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds. Are you serious? You better pick this up. Duh. And of course, you want this in Imperial Madness. You want this as well. Now, Rare and Tear. Now, 6 and 7, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 6th and 7th tier. This me and Gnostic, I put 3 points in here. So does Gnostic. They put 3 points in their talent tree. You want this because red increases damage by maul and shred. Now you need to use shred. If you could be behind the target, and you berserk, you just tear them up with shred. Shred does a lot of damage. Also, increases the critical strike of versus twice on bleeding target by 25%. Always remember, your targets must be bleeding. Don't let your target sit there without bleeding. It needs to be bleeding. Make sure your bleeds are always on the target. Mangle as well. Make sure Mangle's debuff is always on that target as well. And of course, Berserk. Berserk is self-explanatory. Increases. I use it more for cat form. No cooldown. All your cat abilities by 50% or is reduced by 50%. Lasts 25 seconds because mine is I have a glyph. Of course, you gotta get a glyph. Okay, now we go to the restoration. You want natural shapeshifter, of course, for reducing mana of all shapeshifting abilities by 20%. And you want to get the master shapeshifter. Cat form increases critical strike by 4%. You know, bear form physical damage increases physical damage done by 4%. You could do some damage in bear form. Bear form does a lot of damage, especially with Mangle. Mangle does a lot of damage. And last but not least, you want the Heart of the Wild, increases your intelligence by 60%. You want that because maybe you need that little extra intelligence. Oh my gosh, intellect. You know, to get a heal off on you or a teammate. You know, something of such, so you can save a teammate's life. And so you can stay survive a little longer to get the kill, or you can get your defensive cooldowns. You get your defensive cooldowns in bear form and back up. And in cat form, it increases your cat form damage by 10%, which is always awesome, right? Well, and that is the talent tree. That is the talent tree for the druid. This is what I use. Maybe I'll quickly go through the glyphs. Yeah, I'll just go through the glyphs. Berserk, gotta get the glyph from Berserk right here. This is the primary glyphs. Glyph of Rip. damage by rate 15%, yes. Bleed damage is your top number of damage. That's where most of your damage should come from, is bleeds. Mango, increases done by 10%. Berserk, extra for 10 seconds. That is awesome. Now these are minor, these are major, but you don't really have to get these. You can get something else if you want. Let's see here. Major glyphs. You could have pounce. I should have pounce on here. I was testing this because people were resurrecting in arenas and I wanted to see if I could do it. It wasn't technically allowing me to res. I couldn't be-res somebody. I needed to, I actually had to like resurrect them. They couldn't, I could like battle res them or something such. So, oops. So I'll have to change it. Make sure this is pounce. Pounce, or even, you can even put bark skin on there if you want. Totally up to you. And of course I have ferocious bite. Heals me for 1%. This is not on us. They don't really suggest you put in this, but I do it because nice amount for each 10 energy use, because you use energy like crazy in cat form. So I keep this, just personal preference, totally up to you. And then of course you got to use feral charge. Feral charge reduces the cooldown by 2%, and the cooldown of your feral charge by 1%. 1 second, not percent. Seconds. Dash reduces cooldown by dash. Unearthed birth no longer needs, one of the, I think we needed one of those. I needed some type of regent or whatever you want to call it. And I don't have this one in because I'm the boss. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, that is the talent tree and the glyphs of the Feral Druid PvP of patch 4.3. I should be having the next part, which is going to be openers and possibly rotations that you could use in PvP. Now I'm not gonna. That's gonna be probably a little longer of an explanation because it's gonna take a little longer to explain. But anyways, that's what's up here. Please click the like button and subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright guys, what's up here? Have a fantastic day.